We are reading Bhagwat Geeta as it is by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. We are in chapter 3, text 12. In charge of today we are going to do only few texts, but from Monday we will do till almost of the text. Okay, so like full half hour. In charge of the various necessities of life, the demigods, being satisfied by the performance of yajna, will supply all necessities to you. But he who enjoys such gifts without offering them to the demigods in return is certainly a thief. Yes. So it's like a loan. The demigod is giving you and you have to give it back to demigod. So how you give it back to demigod, let's understand. Let's read the purport. The demigods are authorized supplying agents on behalf of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu. Therefore, they must be satisfied by the performance of prescribed yagnas. In the Vedas, there are different kinds of yagnas prescribed for different kinds of demigods, but all are ultimately offered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For one who cannot understand what personality of Godhead is, sacrifice to the demigods is recommended. Yes. According to so it is very difficult to understand or comprehend the personality of Godhead. We will understand it in the chapters coming, but it gets difficult to comprehend, to fully understand. Okay. According to the different material qualities of the person concerned, different types of yagnas are recommended in Vedas. Worship of different demigods is also on the same basis, namely according to different qualities. For example, I think we read this, no? Yes, I think we read the chapter, the text 12. Let's move to text 13. The devotees of the Lord are released. The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sin. Yes. Yes, you can eat sin. Because sin is something that has that you've caused pain to someone, right? So when you cut a plant, you have caused pain to plants and you are eating it simply. So that is a sin. But if you offer that plant or whatever that you're eating to God and pray and then you consume it, then it is free of sin. So he is saying that it will. Others who prepare food for self or sense gratification are not only thieves, but also, wait, yeah, this, yeah. Let's read the purport. Sorry, I got a little confused. The devotees of the Supreme Lord or the persons who are in Krishna consciousness are called Santa, and they are always in love with the Lord as it is described in the Brahma Samhita 5.38. The Santas being always in the compact of love with the Supreme Personality of Godhead Govinda, the giver of all pleasures, or Mukunda, the giver of liberation, or Krishna, the all attractive person, cannot accept anything without first offering it to the Supreme Person. Therefore, such devotees always perform yagnas in different modes of devotional service, such as Shravanam, Kritanam, Smaranam, Archanam, etc. And these performances of yagnas keep them always aloof from all kinds of contamination of sinful association in the material world. Yes. Even fasting is a yagna. Others who prepare food for self or sense gratification are only thieves, but not only thieves, but are also the eaters of all kinds of sins. Yes. How can a person be happy if he is both a thief and sinful? It is not possible. Therefore, in order for people to become happy in all respects, they must be taught to perform the easy process of Sankirtan Yagna in full Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, there can be no peace or happiness in the world. So, you have to perform some kind of yagna before you consume anything. So, even Sankirtan, that is your Hare Krishna, Hare Rama mantra, is like a yagna. So, before eating the food, you pray, you chant this mantra, and then when you consume it, then it is free from sin and it will actually give happiness. Let's move to text 14. All living bodies subsist on food grains, which are produced from rains. Now understand this very carefully. This is the shlok. Rains are produced by performance of yagna, that is sacrifice, and yagna is born of prescribed duties. Let's read the purport. Srila Baladev Vidyabhushana, a great commentator on the Bhagwat Gita, writes as follows. Ye Indraye, oh, it's a long Sanskrit para. I'll just skip that and I'll read the meaning. The Supreme Lord, who is known as the Yagna Purush, or the personal beneficiary of all sacrifices, is the master of all the demigods who serve him as the different limbs of the body serve the whole. Yes? Demigods like Indra, Chandra, and Varun are appointed officers who manage material affairs, and the Vedas direct sacrifices to satisfy these demigods so that they may be pleased to supply air, light, and water sufficiently to produce food grains. When Lord Krishna is worshipped, so there was this, you can Google it, where they do that. There are various rag. There's rag malar, and in our ancient books we have seen that when you sing rag malar, rain comes. But nobody was like in the Western culture. Nobody believes all this. They find it very stupid, ancient, without basis, without any all of that. So rag malar was performed in one of the Western countries and in the right way, the way it is written in Vedas, and it rained. Yeah, and it was like reported like a proper thing was happened. So, what I'm trying to say is that nothing is impossible, everything is possible. We only are uh, short of knowledge, we are only short of how it happens. If we know how everything can happen, everything will happen. Like so, when Lord Krishna is worshipped, the demigods who are different limbs of the Lord are also automatically worshipped. Therefore, there is no separate need to worship demigods. For this reason, the devotees of the Lord who are in Krishna consciousness offer food to Krishna and then eat, a process which nourishes the body spiritually. By such action, Not only are past sinful reactions in the body vanquished, so past sinful reactions can also be that you got angry, and the effect of anger which has happened on your body, you know, that um, that pain or that effect, that impact, it will the body will recover from it. Yes, so this is very important to understand that all your emotions have a direct impact on your body. So it is very necessary for us to always be calm, peaceful, and happy so that our body can also remain the same and nothing gets impacted on it. Our body is the most important vehicle for us, and we have to preserve it. It's the biggest gift that the Lord has given us, and we have to preserve it come what may. We have to take care of our body. Yes. By such action, not only are past sinful reactions in the body vanquished, but the body becomes immunized to all contamination of material nature. When there is an epidemic disease, an antiseptic vaccine protects a person from the attack of such an epidemic. Correct? Similarly, food offered to Lord Vishnu and then taken by us makes us sufficiently resistant to material affection, and one who is accustomed to this practice is called a devotee of the Lord. Therefore, a person in Krishna consciousness who eats only food offered to Krishna can counteract all reactions of past material infections, which are impediments to the progress of self realization. Yes. On the other hand, one who does not do so continues to increase the volume of sinful action, and this prepares the next body to resemble hogs and dogs to suffer the resultant reactions of all sins. Yes. So our karma, if we keep accumulated bad karma, that that will decide what kind of body we will have in the next life to nullify, to balance those karmas. Yes. So even eating food is a karma that you are doing because you are giving pain to someone for your benefit, but you need it because of your survival. That's your nature. So you pray to God for the for sanctifying this sacrifice, for sanctifying this sin. You know, the material world is full of contaminations, and one who is immunized by accepting prasadam of the Lord, food offered to Vishnu, is saved from the attack, whereas one who does not do so becomes subjected to contamination. Food grains or vegetables are factually eatables. The human beings eat different kinds of food grains, vegetables, fruits, etc. And the animals eat the refuse of the food grains and vegetables, grass, plants, etc. Human beings who are accustomed to eating meat and flesh must also depend on the production of the vegetation in order to eat the animals. Therefore, ultimately, we have to depend on the production of the field and not on the production of big factories. Yes, the field production is due to sufficient rain from the sky, and such rains are controlled by demigods like Indra, sun, moon, etc. And they are all servants of the Lord. The Lord can be satisfied by sacrifices. Therefore, one cannot perform them will find himself in scarcity. Yes, now you get it. Now we are learning the law, right? The law of nature. That is the law of nature. Oh, yagna, specifically the Sankirtan yagna prescribed for this age, must therefore be performed to save us at least from scarcity of food supply. Yes. Let's end here with Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Today I have to rush somewhere. We'll resume from Monday. Yes. Let's end here with Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, let's do some Radha jam. Radha, Shri Radha, Radha, Shri Radha, Radha, Shri Radha.